Hello, welcome to the Fresh Code Soda video blog number 1. Today we'll be talking about the decompiler, a hacker and programmer's best friend. So you might be asking yourself, what is a decompiler? Well, a decompiler is a computer program that takes an executable file as an input. An executable file could be a program that runs on your computer, your phone, your tablet, or any other such device, and attempts to create a high-level source file, i.e., for example, the raw code that a programmer would type out, which can be recompiled successfully. It is basically the opposite of a compiler. If you have written any programs before, you should be familiar with this particular concept. A compiler is basically a computer program that takes raw written code that a programmer makes or writes in a high-level language, packages it into a program, and converts it into a lower level language that can be run on other computers or devices. So by being able to read the code of a program that is already created has many benefits to both the pen tester or cybersecurity professional as well as a coder. Number one, it allows you to see the code of programs you shouldn't usually see. Consequently, it'll allow you to see how already existing applications are built behind the scenes. This will allow for you to more quickly build out competing products by reverse engineering existing ones. Furthermore, it'll allow you to see additional features which might not be evident in a product on its surface and learn from other people's mistakes by looking at already built out products. So when you're rebuilding it, you'll be able to understand why they did particular things, rather than learning and building everything from scratch. Furthermore, it'll allow you to find logical vulnerabilities in how a product works for already built products by looking at the code. And you can view the code behind any program, an operating system, a phone app, a game, and more. So in the case that you want to learn how an antivirus system works, you could basically just look at the code. And since that information isn't readily available, you'll be able to learn by looking at what other people did, even though it might be a little bit more harder than reading documentation. The drawbacks. Firstly, you're not going to be able to understand code unless you program in that particular language or framework. Number two, it won't allow you to see what is happening outside the application on your computer. Number three, and by what I mean by it doesn't allow you to see what is happening outside your application on your computer is if that application runs on your computer and it communicates with another computer like a company server, you're not going to be able to see what that company server is doing. You'll only be able to see what the program that is running on your phone or your local workstation is doing by reverse engineering the code, not any operations that it offsets to another computer. Another drawback is that it sometimes decompiles incorrectly or into confusing, misleading code. And furthermore, it results often in a lot of code. So let's actually go and see how this works. So let's go online and look for an APK. In this case, we'll look for an APK of a game. An APK is basically an Android file, so if you have a Google phone or an Android phone, these are the types of files that allow you to, that you run on your phone. So if you have any mobile application, whether it's a game, a social networking application, or anything else, you can look at the APK as what is running or what is on your phone, that behind that application. So right here we can actually download a lot of the APKs that are already existing. Next, rather than downloading a decompiler onto my computer, I'm going to type in my browser APK decompiler online. And look, right here we have an APK decompiler online. So I can simply upload the APK of interest to one of these websites. This doesn't look like a good website. It looks like a spam website. even though it might not. Actually, this is a good website. So I can upload an APK here, and then it's going to decompile it into its Java code, and then it'll automatically allow me to download it, and I could look at the actual source file online. So that is the power of an APK. You know what? Let's do it. I wasn't going to do it before, but let's download an Android game and decompile it. Download the APK. I save it. I will pause this for a second until it finishes downloading. Okay, so I finished downloading an APK for a game called Small Games. I didn't download the other game because it was turning out to be too big. So it's finished downloading, and now we're going to upload this APK to this website, the javadecompilers.com website. So it said no file uploaded, so let's browse for the file, find it in downloads, and I'm going to upload and decompile it. So right now the file is uploading to the website, and this website is going to use the JADX decompiler for Android. Usually I would run this on my computer itself, but I don't have it installed. So I'm just using the online decompiler in order to do that. So it's run, and it's saying processing JADX. So it's actually decompiling right now. So I'll wait for it to finish decompiling, and now it says done, and now it redirects me again. And now I could see the actual folders within this APK. So if I was to go into the source folder or into the resources folder, I could see all the files in there. So let's go into .com, see what's going on there. Google. This is the resources folder. I can see the Android manifests.xml. And I could even go up and click save right over here. And it'll download a zip file with all the actual code files, the code project, to my local computer. And that's what it's doing right now. So we'll wait for it to download. It has finished downloading. I'll view my downloads. Open the folder. And extract it. And now I could actually open this in Android development tools if I had it installed on this computer, and run it there and experiment with modifying the actual core code, recompile it into whatever I wanted, or even add features to it if it allowed me to do so. So yeah, that is the power of a decompiler, a little used tool that people should use more often in order to speed up development and learn. But let's explore the code once it's fully extracted on my computer, which should be done in a couple of seconds. Okay, and it's done. It opens up the folder. I go in, let's look at the code. Look, a Java file. So let's open it. Open with Notepad. And look, this is Java code. This is the code the actual developers wrote in order to create this file. So yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to, I suggest you play around with a particular decompiler and experiment and explore code in order to enhance your knowledge and speed up development and learning. That's all for now. Till next time, I hope you enjoyed this video blog from Fresh Code Soda.